Jeff and I have just finished a curriculum sprint. That's what we've been calling this week. We've built together a lot of curriculum over the years, and we felt like it was time to sort of sit down and take a look at it kind of as a whole. And it's been amazing actually to sort of get in the studio with you and work all day. It's really fun. That collaboration's super fun and super productive. But one of the things that it really highlighted for me was the kind of different working styles that we have, and making me remark again on how interesting it is to work with somebody who, like, you sort of share fundamental ideas with, but who also kind of think about the material in different ways, and how useful it is to be able to kind of bat ideas back and forth. This is my take. This is your take. And I think for me, one of the things that I really value about the collaboration that Jeff and I have is exactly that. This sort of, we have this shared philosophy, but kind of different ways of thinking about and talking about the material. And in that tension, this new thing emerges, which is not Josh's idea, not Jeff's idea, but kind of the product of that, trying to figure it out. I just think that's really cool. And I think that's what the best collaborations get you, you know?
And look, the other benefit here, of course, is that you and I, 95% of the time, we work virtually. I see you on a screen in Zoom, and while that's a very productive relationship as well, it's nice to come together in person and spend a week. I feel like in this week, we've done a month's worth of work in a solid week of just focusing on we had a very specific goal for the week.
Yeah.
And it's a lot to say for in-person collaboration. You know, it doesn't have to be 100% of the time, but it's nice to do it, and on some kind of a regular cadence, to come back together and really kind of do that design work together, bat around those ideas, and then separate, go work individually, and then come back together. That's really valuable as well.
Yeah. So I don't know. So what's the takeaway? Is there a takeaway there for you?
For me, the thing that's always worked with our collaboration, right, is the fact that we do have different styles. Again, that shared foundation, we do have different styles, and they're complementary styles, right? I think if we worked exactly the same way, I don't know that we'd be as productive.
We make each other crazy.
Right. But I think the fact is that we've got a fairly, at this point too, after 15 plus years of doing this together, a fairly unspoken approach to the division of labor.
Yeah.
But even if you don't have 15 years of experience working with someone, it's good to kind of try out a variety of different approaches where somebody takes, for example, right? One way that we work here is I'll just start writing down ideas and putting them on the wall, and you'll start making sense of them.
Yeah.
And that's not something that we necessarily verbalized, right? Or said, I'm going to do this and you're going to do that. We just sort of, over time, we discovered that those were our strengths. And I think that as you build your team and as you find people that you do want to collaborate with, it's better, I think, to find people with complementary skill sets to yours rather than people who do things exactly the same way that you do, because the productivity really skyrockets from that.
Yeah, and I think it's really comfortable, and it's our default to sort of look for people who match our thing, and it's actually, you get more tension but better processing if you can find that, not the mirror but the complement.
Yeah, I love you too, man.